Yo, what's poppin', Dub Nation? It's your boy JC Dub here, man. I'm here to talk to you about how to start sports videography in 2025 and why you should start it now. So now the first thing you want to do, you want to learn the sport. So whatever your sport may be, whether that's football, baseball, soccer, basketball, whatever it is, learn the sport, okay? You want to learn calls, right? You want to learn players, and you want to learn the duration of the time of you being there. Because while that game is going, you don't want to end up having to leave to get another SD card, batteries, or whatever you may need for that game. I'm telling you right now, I've done it. I had 2 batteries for my vlogging camera, and I'm like, dang, how I'm gonna do this with just 2 batteries? Now, I made it stretch, but I missed a couple clips, and that's something that you don't want to do. All right, so just make sure you got extra gear, make sure that you know the players, and make sure you know the calls. Because now let's just say for football, you see the wide receiver pointing at a direction, right? And now that signal means first down, right? So that'd be a nice little clip to add to your highlight reel. Or on the defensive side, you see them making a fist, which means, you know, it's a stop. You know, it's a stop. They didn't complete it. They didn't get the first down. You know, that'd be something that would be nice to get as well too. And now there's so many things that the players do. So now it's like really not hard to miss a celebration. Now, another thing you want to do is learn film and production. Now, you may not be a filmmaker, you may not want to do filmmaking, but look, I'm telling you right now, when you start learning film and production, everything starts to be easier while you're shooting. And the reason why you can go ahead and capture some amazing clips, whether that's foreground, whether that's knowing your sound effects, knowing your music, knowing your angles, and knowing your composition. I'm telling you right now, it's going to work for you. Now, for foreground, you can use some leaves. Let's just say, you know, you can use the grass and the players in front of you. You got that nice base where you're able to, you know, have the player focus while you see the blurriness of the grass. Now that's going to be a very beautiful picture. Or one of my favorites is the pylon shots. You know, you can get a pylon shot of the pylon being blurred while you have the players, you know, in game or whatever the case. Now this is one of my favorite shots as well to get. You can do a high angle view, you know, find a staircase or something, or just, you know, somewhere that you're at, right? Go ahead, get a wide shot, all right? And also, a very important thing, you want to also make sure you get all types of shots and angles. It could be wide, close, medium wide, whatever it is. You know, you want to make sure that you have a variety. That way, your reels will pop. Now, this is how you will start your sports videography. You can start with Little League, you can start with high school, you can start with college, you know, making your way all the way to the NFL. You can also start with some, you know, private camps and stuff like that. You know, by you doing this will build your resume, right? This will build your resume, create this base of who you are, what you do, and what you can provide. Now, you may get a lot of no's. Trust me, my journey has been a whole lot of no's, and it's still a whole lot of no's, like to this day. But, you know, as long as I continue to showcase and do it for me and not worry about, you know, just trying to get 3 videos done a week or 5 videos done a week, like, yes, that's fine and dandy, but you want to make sure that you're able to shoot the content, edit the content the best way you can, because quality is bigger than quantity. Until you start to know exactly how, you know, once you pretty much master that quality part, then you can go ahead and work about the quantity. But make sure you work about the quality, because that is how you get paid at the end of the day. Ain't nobody want to see some stuff that's just not focused. It looks all bad, it's all grainy, and they're not gonna buy that. Now, if you want to use that within your edits, fine, but make sure you have quality picture first. That way, they're like, oh, like this guy got everything. Even though he got some blurry shots in there, it's fire with it. Like, you want to make it look very good. So make sure you're focusing on the quality, and that's how you will make sure you can start with that type of clientele, with those type of different groups, all right? Now, here's the fun part. This is when you get to finally showcase yourself and really get the ground running, right? So this is how you can contact each individual, okay? So when it comes down to high school, the first thing you want to do at high school, talk to the athletic director, right? You want to show up. I'm big on showing up first. Impressions matter. Show them who you are, what you can do, what would you like to provide? Hey, I'm a sports videographer here trying to get my feet wet here, and I see your team may not have social media, content creator manager, whatever the case. I would love just to shoot your content and be able to showcase what I do while you guys get free just videos and photos. Now when they hear this, like, okay, cool, no problem. A lot of things not gonna be paid first. A lot of things are not gonna be paid. I need you guys to understand. You guys want to do as much as you can, as fast as you can, and fail fast, because once you start failing within the creativity process, everything comes a lot smoother. Trust me, I'm still in the motion of it. Okay, now it's very different. Some people are very different when it comes down to how they respond. For instance, if you're trying to get into a college, your best bet is to contact the athletic director or talk to the social media department. This is going to give you an insight of what they're looking for, how you can start. Look at other media pages that you want to showcase and the type of skills and the type of talent that you have. See what they have, and then copy it, showcase that, oh, I can do this as well too, and they're going to go ahead and bring you on, because what's more for them to be like, okay, I can have this guy shoot while I edit, or vice versa. I can go shoot while this guy edits. Like, you may never know how you may be in that content creator role or content management role. You want to make sure you just play your part and learn everything. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you guys a little story about my success so far with the sports videography. Now, when I first started sports videography, I didn't know where to start at all. I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to do content like Destroying or AJ Green, but I couldn't afford having a cameraman follow me all the time, or just having another camera just in general, right? So like, you know what, I want to do this, but I want to do this in a way to showcase us videographers, showcase us cinematographers, showcase us, just cameramen, give us some love. With that, I went ahead and just built this rig. Right, I had this idea, like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and use my vlogging camera to vlog me while I'm shooting the game, and this has been a game changer of mine. So, but it didn't start that way first. It didn't start that way. How I first started, I ended up going to the school called Hocking College up in Ohio, and I was granted enough to play the game up there. I didn't get to fully play football as I wanted to, but I got to shoot. Right, so I'm like, okay, I don't mind shooting. This is what I want to do. Let's try it out. So while I'm up there shooting, I am trying different things. I am, making sure I keep that film mindset in my head. I'm a film guy. I love film production. So I'm just obtaining that and using that as leverage. That way I can capture these shots and capture these angles and do what I can to make, every little piece movie-like. So then once I started just to grow and I started editing, and and the editing part was tough, and it's still tough. I still got a lot to learn. But once I just kept going with it, it started to get a little bit easier. Then I ended up meeting this group called Franchise, amazing group. I went ahead and started working with them, granted me access on the field for high school, and then from there I started doing high school content, building up that resume, showcasing what I can do, showcasing myself by being, just this individual, vlogging while shooting the game, something that's unique that not a lot of people do, and I'm glad that I was able to, just bring that creative side out of me and showcase, who I am and what I enjoy doing. Then with that, I ended up getting into UNLV, and how I got to UNLV, there was this post on their page. Before that, I was trying to get in, like, just regardless. I really wanted to shoot college football, because I was shooting it in hockey when I was doing JUCO. Like, I want to definitely keep going up so that way I can hopefully shoot in the pros, right? So with that, I ended up seeing this post that they needed, some camera operators. I'm like, okay, bet I'll go ahead and be the camera operator. Me not knowing at first, I thought they wanted content creators, for the media team. I'm like, okay, cool. That's what I thought it was at first. I done camera operating, and camera operating is just recording the players while they're at practice. And I did this too at hockey, right? So I'm like, okay, well, I got knowledge of it. The supervisor there, he knew what I came for. He knew why I came there. But he was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and grant you this access. And I'm most appreciated by it, because without that, I wouldn't have been able to shoot, college football content. And then within college football content, I just brought over what I did with high school and brought over to college, showcase myself, bend myself regardless of what people may think. You know, I'm just me at the end of the day. They don't pay my bills. That's how I look at it. You know, I gotta eat like everybody gotta eat, but at the end of the day, I'm still gonna provide great content. I'm still gonna showcase the players, and I'm gonna make sure, you know, I get the players what they want. You know, I'm gonna make sure I make a nice edit. If they like it, we can collab on it. If not, it's cool. And most of the time, some players are very picky, but it just depends on, you know, who you may know. That's another thing. Be very familiar with the players and build a relationship with them, because you may never know what could happen in the future. You know, they might want you to be their, you know, cameraman for the rest of their life, you know, while they make it to the pros or just while they're training. You may never know. Right. So now, you know, that's pretty much what I do now. You know, at this time period, football did end. I still have a lot of editing to do with football content. And that's one thing that I told myself. I'm not going to try to rush it while I gotta pay these bills. I mean, hey, you know, I live on my own, you know, me and my lady and everything, but I got bills to pay, so I can't sit and edit how I want to. You know, I still got dope season to do. You know, I still got edits that I want to complete, but just because it's last year doesn't mean that you can't post it. That's another thing. That's another tip here for you creators, for you videographers. You don't have to do everything right then and there. Now, yes, it's good to post something, you know, whatever you're doing, showcase it. But if you got a whole bunch of content and you haven't even showcased what you can do with it yet, and you wanted to try some stuff out, try it out, showcase it. Because at the end of the day, the audience is not going to care. The media people are not going to care. They just want to see your art. They just want to see your talent. So as long as you're bringing that, I promise you in 2025, you will be a great sports videographer. Alright, y'all, so that's the end of this video. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. I hope you guys found something interesting here. Like, comment, subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, do what y'all do. I'm gonna go ahead and keep creating, and y'all go ahead and stay creative. Alright, dub out.